A big part of aging gracefully, in my humble opinion, is managing relationships. It's kind of on my mind and I'd like to process it. Part of what I experienced pretty upfront and personal recently is that I don't know if it's a combination of it's got to do with feeling comfortable in a relationship, like feeling that a person can absolutely be who they are in the relationship, and not that there isn't going to be disagreements and hard conversations, but there isn't a keeping score in the relationship. It's a give and take, sometimes more, sometimes less. I want to say the most toxic thing in a relationship is not, or I don't know if it's keeping score or not, but when times get tough, to use vulnerability as a bludgeon when a difficult conversation happens. What happens when I am in a conversation, a difficult conversation, and the other person starts slinging those arrows? Up until now, it took me a bunch of days to retreat, tend to the feeling that how can I be in this relationship if every misstep is filed away for use when times get tough. In other words, you're in a conversation about a certain subject, and all of a sudden what happens is the other person and sometimes myself, I really practice mindfulness about not letting those words escape my mouth, because I want my relationships to be compassionate. And when someone is vulnerable to me, it's an honor to be able to witness that vulnerability, and I absolutely don't want to bring it up in moments of confrontation. And the day after that situation happened to me, and I want to say that in the moment, my heart started pounding so hard that it was really noticeable. I didn't necessarily want to go there. I wanted to remain compassionate, and to the best of my ability, I did. And in the sense that I did not even have the desire to try to slap them back, so to speak. And I also want to say I must be getting stronger, because I didn't start crying, which of course tears make people uncomfortable, so I've learned in my years that crying in situations like that, when I'm confronted, doesn't help resolve it. And I view it as just a survival tactic of my own, or not a survival tactic, but I come to view it as a survival tactic to kind of diffuse the situation, and maybe in a way that I didn't have to. That the tenseness would immediately dissipate. And the person who I was feeling attacked by would back off. And I've always not liked that, and I have to say it did not happen very often in my life. I'm pretty flexible and can feel like I get along with most people. But I'm really happy with how I handled it last night. I did not cry. I did not lash out. I just did not go there. These are relationships that I want to stay in. How does one process, though, when the other is lashing out? In retrospect, I realized that the person that lashed out at me right before I arrived had been the subject of another person's anger, and as when I first arrived, the other person who was really angry left the situation, went to bed actually. And there was a full 10 minutes of the other person just kind of sitting there, silent. I was trying to be small. I was trying to be invisible, actually. This was about 5 minutes, 10 maybe. It seemed like longer than that, but probably not 5 minutes, when all of a sudden that person started basically telling me, no, I'm not good enough. All these little slights that were supposedly I have been doing, in my mind, I'm thinking, wow, I love you. I am always happy to serve needs. And wow, I'm concentrating on everything I do wrong. That's very interesting. Luckily, I feel for me, I'm going to say it's a testament to my personal growth, is that I tried to remain compassionate even though my heart was pumping. I thought maybe he could hear it, but he didn't. Anyway, so he lashed out at me, put me in my place, so to speak. At the same time, I was realizing that he's just dissipating the anger that he absorbed from the person that just was angry with him. So it's like, it's a flow downhill thing. When we feel violated, we pass it on. And that's what he was doing. And I am very, very heartbroken almost to realize that even though I didn't consciously do it, is that after that, I passed it on myself in the form of being very impatient with Imogene, my little dog. She made the mistake of testing my patience, or maybe rather the effect of being hurt. In order to dissipate that, maybe I passed it on. And that's what's prompting me to another level of awareness, another emotional landmine to disarm, because it does feel like it's violence, human violence that we unconsciously pass on to others. And so I'm grateful for that. I want to thank this person, and we'll see what transpires as I put that in the rotation of my ponderings. And with that, kindred spirits, subscribe if you'd like to be notified of my new videos that I post, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And until the next time, we're always together, and sometimes we meet. That's one. They're all over. You look almost at the base of every tree. We're going to walk around here and see how that is. What a find! And you don't know. I don't know until I get out into the wild to see what adventures await me. So let's see over here. With some swings. Oh my gosh. Cute, cute, cute. What a gift. I'm kind of glad that I talked about all that stuff now, because I might not have noticed this if I was deep into thinking about my story, making up stories about the situation that happened to me over the weekend. And here we go, another one. Oh, we have a squirrel. Here. This forest is lousy with fairy gardens. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is just amazing. Oh. Enveloped in this loving little embrace here. Here's another one. They are everywhere. Oh my goodness. So if you would like to come and explore this fairy garden yourself, this is Ocean Pines, Maryland, around the South Lake. Just a couple more. So much to see. There's another one there. Oh my gosh. Not advertised that I know of. Of course, I don't live around here anymore full time. Look at this. Oh, this looks like a little travel trailer. Here we go. This looks like a nice little teardrop, an apple. This looks like different ways, different ideas for tiny living. All right, well, that was kind of cool.